Police say this is where it all happened. 4 children treated like prisoners in their own house. Today, one of those children managed to escape, and in doing so led to his father and stepmother being sent to jail. It is Thursday night, and the big story on Action News tonight is an alleged case of unspeakable child abuse in Newark, Delaware. Live outside the home on Brookside Boulevard is Action News reporter Dan Cuellar. Dan, you've got the story.
Yes, Jim, and from the outside, the rancher here in the 100 block of Brookside looks like any other on the block. It's not until you hear what allegedly went on the inside that you begin to understand why a 12-year-old would make a run for it from his own home, from his own parents.
He knocked on my door around 7:30. Just a skinny little thing. You'd never know that he was 12 years old.
Melissa Ferraro-Walsh says it was Tuesday night that a 12-year-old who lives about 7 blocks away came knocking on her door, shivering in the cold, looking for her 13-year-old stepson, a former classmate.
He had bruises. He was barely clothed. No shoes, no socks.
Walsh offered to make him some hot apple cider, but the boy turned her down. She insisted.
I was like, well, I'm going to make you some anyway, because you look cold. And then he ate and ate and ate for 4 hours, and you could tell that he was just ravenous.
Walsh asked the boy if she should call his parents, and he kept insisting that they knew where he was and that everything was okay. But she knew something wasn't right. She worried about what was really going on at that boy's home that made him run in the cold wintry night with no shoes on to her house.
I told him that I spoke with his parents outside, and he came clean with everything. He said, please, don't let me go back there.
The boy would soon tell Newcastle County Police that since mid-September, he had been kept locked in a back room by his father, 41-year-old Robert Hone III, and his stepmother, 39-year-old Shannon Watterson. He says they only allowed him to come out to use the bathroom and eat a small amount of food. Police say the room he was kept in had no furniture or blankets.
There was a lamp with no lampshade, and that was it.
Police say they found 3 other children, 14, 10, and 9 years old, that were also being mistreated. They add that the 12-year-old, according to doctors, was malnourished and 20 pounds underweight. Despite this, Walsh says the child was protective of his parents to the very end.
He doesn't want his parents to get in trouble, is what he kept saying.
Now, the boy tells police he was pulled out of school about a year ago and being kept in the back room because of behavior problems. He says he spent all day in there with nothing to do but write and write sentences. The parents now face child abuse charges of felony in Delaware, which can get you 2 to 25 years. We're live here in Newark, Delaware. Dan Cuellar, Channel 6 Action News.
Thank you, Dan.